All right, we are live on LinkedIn, January 2nd, 2020. And I'm testing out some new features here. There's some limits to the StreamYard app, so I can't see comments, but I'm pulling it up on my phone in order to maybe see if folks are joining in the conversation. All right, I think this is working. All right, everybody, how's it going? Oh, there's notifications already. Welcome to 2020. Back in the swing of things. Got coffee in hand. All right. So I've been doing these videos just as like regular videos, typically on a daily basis from my phone, using. Oh, hey there, AZ. What's up, man? Miss you too. Usually using just like the app on the phone for LinkedIn. And these are the LinkedIn news and views up in the right corner here. You see the today's news and views. So every day, LinkedIn shares some new news and views. And I always find that there's something in there, or usually every day, there's something in there about jobs. So I like to share whatever the career focused stuff is that's in there. Hey, Michael, good to see you, buddy. Um, and uh, and so one of the things that I saw in the feed today, because there actually weren't too many job related posts, is Illinois rings in legal pot use. I always find this one to be so interesting because yesterday, um, pot became legal in the United States, in Illinois. And I'll just read this really quick. Illinois became the 11th U.S. state to legalize recreational marijuana use, with both residents and visitors able to buy the drug from licensed dispensaries starting January 1st, with pot purchases to be taxed according to THC content. Interesting. The state should reap between 440 million and 676 million from the industry each year, according to some estimates. Under the new law, more than 11,000 people with the low-level marijuana convictions will be pardoned. That is awesome. And a move officials say will help individuals find jobs and obtain financial aid for college. This is awesome in a lot of different respects for the job search. Number one, tons of new job opportunities in Chicago. I remember, and it reminds me of years ago, someone had reached out to me on LinkedIn, and they were no, not on LinkedIn. It was the DePaul Alumni Ask Network, the Ask Alumni Sharing Knowledge. Ask. It was a very good acronym. And so what I would do is I would meet with students and talk to them about their careers. And I met with someone who was very entrepreneurial. She was super excited to graduate in 2 years, and she really wanted to get into the cannabis industry. And she was worried. She was worried because she didn't know if she was studying the right stuff in order to enter into that industry. And it was the first time that I'd ever encountered someone who was trying to break into the pot biz. And so we ended up talking at length about what she might be able to do to get ready to break into that industry, considering the fact that it was illegal at the time in Chicago for another, 7 years or something like that. And we just had to like brainstorm. And I was like, all right, well, what are some of the things that you could potentially do? She's like, well, I want to get to Denver because it's going to be legal there, or maybe it already was. And but she's like, but I got to finish school and I'm not studying the right things. I'm like, well, what are you studying? She was studying entrepreneurship. And basically what we came down to was, well, how can you get experience in the, you know, plant industry to use just colloquial words. um, how can you start getting experience with growing and different things like that? And one of the things that we kind of touched on was the fact that there are tons and tons of rooftop gardens in Chicago. So although pot was illegal and cannabis wasn't an industry she could enter while she was at DePaul, she could get heavily involved in the rooftop growing community and the sort of like farm tech community that does exist in the city farming, different types of indoor growing. There's a lot of different things in the city that she could do that would be really good for her resume, for her online brand, for her work experience, that in 5 to 10 years would make her stand out when she tries to enter the industry that she wants to be a part of. Fast forward to today, I haven't spoken to her in years, but now that it's legal here, maybe she's already in California, or yeah, California or Denver or something like that. But if she is still in Chicago, she might have a really detailed background in farming and growing and different things like that in the city, and could leverage that experience into this new, recently legalized as of yesterday, industry. So for anyone who's out there and they don't feel like they have a direct link into the job that they want, like maybe you want to work at Tesla, but you can't get a job there immediately, how can you get into the category, into the genre, into the industry of what you're interested in, even if it's ancillary, even if it's not direct? How can you sort of figure out how to get into that orbit? And that's the way that I want us to start thinking about things as we enter into 2020. So congrats on everyone who was really excited about this law being passed. Um, Good luck to everyone starting new businesses in this new industry. And what a weird time to be alive in Chicago. I'm curious to see how this is going to impact things culturally and stuff like that as well. We're pretty much a big pizza and drinking city, so maybe this will shift things up a bit. And that's going to be my update for today. That's the news and views. Thanks for watching. I'm glad that this streaming stuff is working. Hey, Tony, what's up, man? Yeah, we'll definitely catch up. All right. Thanks so much. And more streams coming your way soon. Bye.